All right, good evening and welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Like we've said, it's Youth Day in South Africa, and it's such a it makes sense to be doing this call here today because we're living in very trying times. But yeah, maybe before I get to all of that, let me introduce myself. My name is Labohang. I am a crypto entrepreneur. I'm an author, speaker, and I'm in love with cryptocurrencies and any business that says, let's come together, let's all be empowered at the same time, let's fight the system, then definitely that's one that is worth looking at. So that is how I ended up being a proud member of the Force community. And tonight, I'm simply going to share with you what this platform is about, how you can get started. This is an information session. We're not going to be sharing about how to invest and how to make money on an ROI. We are going to be talking about a smart contract that is focusing on the power of the crowd coming together. We're going to be talking about crowd economics. Now, if you've never been involved in crowd economics, don't worry. There's a first time for everything. If you are new to cryptocurrencies, you also don't need to stress because we are here understanding that we also started somewhere. None of us was born knowing what the blockchain is and what gas fees are and what smart contracts are. We all learned. And so this is an opportunity for you to learn, to broaden your horizons, to broaden your income streams. And we're going to show you and share with you exactly how that could be done. I'm not alone. We are Team Africa. So we've got our partners who are with us on this call from every corner, what used to be Africa when we started about 6 days ago. But now we have grown. We have partners who are joining us from the United States, from Netherlands, from the UK, and we are growing at such a tremendous rate. So I want to welcome all of you. A warm welcome from myself in Johannesburg, although it's freezing. But let's get it going because we're on fire regardless. On fire for force, on fire for changing lives. It's wow, I'm so inspired by what is happening on this platform. But let me share with you so that you can share my enthusiasm and understand exactly why I'm so excited. So I'm going to go to our, there we go. So we're going to be looking at Force, who they are, what they do. And I know that many people right now, like I've said, in South Africa, if you look at the youth of South Africa, it's such a challenging time. Unemployment is high. We've got high inflation, petrol prices are rising, and unfortunately, this trend is not for South Africa alone. This trend is international. Fewer people are income earners in a home. Income streams are drying up. Businesses are shutting down. COVID came and it left destruction in its wake. But with everything that's happening, every challenge or every problem, there is a solution out there. And we're excited that Force is one of the best solutions that's out there for a time such as this. So we're going to be explaining to you exactly how it works. Like I've said, if you are new to these industries that we'll be speaking about this evening, do not worry. We have tutorials, we have team support from Team Africa, and we have a lot of different tools that are going to assist you and guide you and get you started on this journey and make sure that it is profitable and that you come out knowing a lot more than what you did when you got started, because we're learning while we are earning. So Force is a smart contract. What is a smart contract? How does it work? How did it come about? Well, Force is the brainchild of a developer by the name of Lado. This is a gentleman who comes from Russia. And back in 2019, 2020, he and a group of developers launched a project called Forsage. Forsage was a first of its kind. It was revolutionary. It had amazing results. People's lives were changed, and it was operating on how the information that they had then. But once it was launched and we had the bull run of, I think it was 2021, and crypto prices went sky high, because the platform was working on the Ethereum blockchain. For those of you in the know, Ethereum reached very high gas prices. What was $15 in Ethereum had now grown to over $500, $600 in Ethereum. So it really made the platform still operational, but it was out of reach for a lot of people. And so from all of those lessons that Lado saw through the development and through the movement of Forsage. Over time, he has been working on improving and evolving the system, and that is how Force was born. Now, one of the features of a smart contract is that once it has been deployed onto the blockchain network, it can never be changed. It can never be deleted. It cannot be hacked. So what was a challenge or a disadvantage now on Forsage could not be changed because that contract was written, it was set, and those were the rules of engagement, and those will be the rules that continue for the life of the blockchain, which is a benefit for us because we know that as we participate in Force, we are getting on a platform that is not going to be changing over time because an administrator or a creator decides that I'm not happy with this, I want to change that, which usually is to the disadvantage of the participants at a later stage. So this project, as we see it, as we explain it, that is how it's going to be for the life of the blockchain. So this means we are in a long-term project. We can put our energy and our effort behind this platform because what we are seeing today is how it's going to be operating for the life of the blockchain, which really is forever. So like I said, a smart contract cannot be deleted. It cannot be changed. It is a crowdfunding smart contract that is going to be built on the Polygon blockchain. Now, I must be honest, I am in the cryptocurrency industry, but Polygon wasn't one of those projects that was in my radar. I knew about it, did a little bit of research here and there, but it really wasn't one that I was looking at. But once it was announced that Force is going to be operating on the Polygon blockchain, I then started to dig and I started to research and I started to do some heavy homework, and I learned that this really is an amazing platform, an amazing project on its own outside of Force. Matic as the coin is really projected to do well in the coming bull run. Yes, we're in a bear market at the moment, but one of the coins to look out for is Matic. So even as you participate in Force, be aware of that and keep some of your coins in Matic. Once you get them and they're USDT, convert and put some Matic aside because that is going to do some amazing things in the future. And I'm excited for the fact that Force has introduced us to the Polygon ecosystem. So this is a peer-to-peer payment platform. So that means there is no administrator that controls funds. Our funds are moving directly from one partner or one participant in the community to another participant in the community. It's a peer-to-peer community crowdfunding platform. The code is open source. For you IT folks out there, open source means it is free. Anybody can view it on the blockchain. Anybody can audit and see that how it operates is the way we say it operates is actually the way that it's going to operate. So that means transparency. Nothing is hidden. Everything is open source, just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin was created to be transparent, to be for the people. Force is, it's taken its roots from the ideas of why cryptocurrency was created: transparency, growth of the people, that the people shall govern, because it's not about traditional systems, financial systems that keep us enslaved to debt and to banks and to high fees. We are breaking out of all of those constraints today, and Force is going to help us do so financially. So like I said, it's the improvement of Forsage, which was wildly successful. Over $1 billion, not rands, dollars. So think $1 billion in rands is how much, is how much. It's one, so over 16 billion rands for those of us who are in South Africa. For those of you in other parts of the world, feel free to tell us how much that is in your currency. Imagine that amount of currency moving between a community and empowering individuals who are part of that community. So like I said, Force is not a Ponzi scheme. It's not an investment. We are not here to invest, to say, okay, I'm going to put down $100 and over time, my $100 is going to be worth X because of something that Force is doing. No, we are not investing here. We are participating in a crowdfunding peer-to-peer platform where funds are moving from one participant in the community to another participant in the community. Because it's a smart contract, it's safe and secure, it is long-term, it's affordable. Force is saying during pre-launch, We're going to have 3 weeks of pre-launch. So we are in the pre-launch stage. This hasn't even gone live, folks. We're so fortunate that we get to hear about this right before it goes live, because the old saying that the early bird catches the fattest worm it's so true right now. It's so relevant because we are part of a global movement where people all over the world are excited, they are getting ready, they are working, and we are just going to be participating in that wave, and we're going to be right there in the front with the best of them, making sure that we are achieving every financial goal that we set for ourselves. And there's no risk to participating with Force because you are coming in at an affordable amount of just $5 when we get started. Standard prices after launch, 3 weeks after launch, will be $10. And that's it. What have you got to lose? You know what it takes to get started. You know where those funds are going. They're going to go to another participant in the platform. And in order for you to earn, I'm going to outline the steps for you today. And for you to earn, it's going to be based on what you are doing. Yes, being in part of the momentum and part of Team Africa and what's happening here, it is going to spill over onto you. You know, when like the saying goes, the same wind blows on us all. So if the wind is blowing us in a profitable direction, chances are you are going to be moving with us. But to get full benefit, you have to also make sure that your sail is set in the right way. And setting that sail means being a part of the system, referring people, growing the community. That's how you set your sail, because this wind is going to blow on all of us. But the better your sail is set, the further you are going to get. And we're setting that sail tonight by showing you exactly how you can get started. So 100% of everything that we are contributing towards the platform goes to the community. It stays with the people. Force, Lado, there's no administrator behind the scenes who's taking a portion of what we are contributing or keeping some of those funds for themselves. Now, how do we know who is getting what when? The contract is built around these two concepts, the S3 and the S6. So for those of us who come from a network marketing, affiliate marketing background, this will be a little bit easier for us to understand. But if you don't have that knowledge yet, don't worry. We're going to show you all of that as we go along, and you will learn over time. So the S3 simply means you have a slot over here with 3 positions under it. S3, think of a slot, 3 positions. S6 means it's a matrix of having a slot, and there are 6 spaces in this S6. So there are 2, we are using the S3 and the S6. On different levels, one of these 2 will be used. So will either be an S6 or an S3 based on which level it is. And the plan has got 12 levels, only 12 levels. And when we all start at level 1, we then upgrade to level 2, level 3, until we reach level 12. Now, as a beginner, as somebody who is starting, you have 2 options. You can either start simply on level 1, activate that for $5, refer people, let the team grow, and you then move through the levels through the auto upgrade that I'll explain. Or you can choose to activate more than 1 level as you begin, or you can upgrade other levels later. Let's say a few days after you register and you're on a certain level, you can upgrade levels on your own if you choose to. So you are able to activate for $5. That will mean you've only activated level 1. Should you wish to activate level 1 and 2 at the same time, that's going to cost you $50, $15 rather. Should you activate up to level 3, that's going to cost you, I think it's $35. So based on affordability, you will see what works best for you. Now, remember, we're not investing here. So your money is not going to be working for you. So it doesn't necessarily mean the more money you start with, the more money you're going to make. The thing that's going to determine how much money you're going to make is going to be the effort that you and your team are putting towards the platform. So here you can see level 1 and level 2 are based on the S6. Level 3 is based on the S3. Now this pattern continues, level 4 to level 6, all the way down to level 12, where you have 2 S6s, then 1 S3, and this goes on and on. So getting started, how do you get started? How do you even become a part of Force? Well, number 1, you have to be referred by somebody. So somebody has referred you. You either saw a video on YouTube, or you were, a link. Somebody shared the link to the Zoom or to a YouTube a recording via Facebook. But one way or another, somebody led you to want to become a part of Force. That person is what we call your introducer, your referrer, your upline. And so this person is going to give you a link, a unique link that you will use to get registered on Force only after launch. Right now, none of us has a link. I know a lot of people are scrambling around trying to get links. We all want a link, but it's only going to be available after launch. So once you have the link, or not once you have the link, but while we prepare for the link, you are going to need two things. Number one, you're going to need an exchanger account. Why do you need an exchanger account? Because this is where you are going to be converting your fiat currency. So whether it's rands or dollars or pounds, kwachas, whatever you're using, you're going to exchange this fiat currency, government-backed currency, for cryptocurrency. And in this case, we're going to be exchanging it for Matic, for Polygon. So all of us, I encourage you, even if you are a beginner, please set up your own exchanger account. We don't want money changing hands. You don't have to give money to the person who referred you and then they must buy the crypto for you. Every person must be responsible for their own process. Rather take time in learning how to do the process. It's like teaching, a child how to tie their shoelaces. If you teach them, it might take longer, but eventually it will free you because they'll be able to do it on their own and they'll be independent. Same thing here. It might take longer to teach your team. It might take longer for you to learn. But once you get it done, you are going to be independent and be able to run and also assist and teach others as you go. So you need your exchanger account where you are going to buy Matic, and then you will need a Trust wallet. Trust wallet is a cryptocurrency decentralized wallet. We've got tutorials that show you exactly how to do that. And so those two are the things you will need. For our South African market, and I'm always encouraging people to sign up on Altcoin Trader, and I'm not getting paid for it, but that's the power of word of mouth referral. Altcoin Trader is a very user-friendly platform for beginners, but for those who are open, you can look at Val, you can look at Binance. There are a lot of cryptocurrency exchange platforms that you can use. That's where you will buy your crypto, and that's also where you are going to convert your crypto once you earn it into rands that can put petrol in your car, buy groceries, pay school fees, buy a house, buy a car. That's where you're going to be able to convert from crypto to your currency. So those are the two platforms that you will need. Everything can be done via your phone. You don't need a degree to do this. You don't need experience. You don't need, a referral letter. Everything is within reach and you are going to be able to do it. So getting started costs $5, and that's in pre-launch, and it's going to cost us $10 after launch. Now, when you activate your position on the platform, what happens? You are going to open up an S6 slot on level 1. So you've paid $5, an S6 slot will open up on level 1 for you. So this is you, and there will be 6 empty positions on your platform that you'll be able to see in your back office. Your upline, on the other hand, the person who referred you, let's assume you're the first person that they referred. They will then see a slot, an S6 slot, but now with 5 empty spaces because you took the first available space. Your $5 is not going to go to your upline. It's going to go to the person above them. And you don't have to stress about, did the money get there? Are they going to receive it? All of this is instant and automatic. The smart contract takes care of that. So you don't have to be checking, did the funds receive? Can somebody confirm? It's all automated. You and I, our duty is to simply keep growing the community. So as we grow the community, this is you now. What do you need to do? You need to refer other people. Now, this S6 of yours, these 6 positions can be filled in multiple ways. They can be filled through activity that you do. So let's say, for example, you refer person number 1 and another person over here. Then these 2 people, their $5 is not going to come to you, but it's going to go to your upline. The same way that when you came in, it didn't go to your upline, but it went to their upline. Now you have referred 2 people, and now your 2 people, when they refer 2 people each, so this one refers number 1 and number 2, this one also refers 3 and 4. These 4 people on the lower level, the $5 are going to be allocated to you. So look at the maths there. You've referred 2 people, but you've actually earned $5 from 4 people, and I'll show you where each $5 goes, because you're not going to get all of it in your wallet. Another one is going to be for reactivation. But that's true the power of exponential growth. Exponential growth says, here you are, you've only brought 2 people, but you're going to earn $5 from 4 people. It's the perfect business, because getting rich is about other people's money or other people's time. It's about leverage, something that a job doesn't offer. That's why people go into business. They build systems, they build networks, because there's more power in that type of economics. And here, all about the crowd economy and crowd economics. So let's go back to the S6. Person number 1 and 2, that goes up. You can see that arrow's clear, those funds go up. Person number 1, 2, and 3 on this lower level, where you see a wallet, that means those funds are going directly into your trust wallet, or should be going directly into your trust wallet. So you came in for $5, 3 people on this level, it's a total of $15 of profit. Then the 4th person, where we see this revolution sign, this re-entry or recycle, re-entry rotation sign, that means this $5 is going to be used to create another slot for you on level 1. So when this is complete, we call it a cycle. So cycle simply means 6 positions have been filled. So with every cycle, you will get profit, you will get a re-entry into that level. If you have not activated the next level, then the first cycle is going to get you entry into the following level, just like this. 1 and 2, remember, goes up. Then person number 1, that goes instantly into your trust wallet. Force wants you to earn quickly. They want you to break even very, very quick. And so break even means there's now no risk. You now are earning infinite return that has cost you 0 in terms of money. Yes, it's cost you time, some sweat equity, putting in the effort, but in terms of money, it has not cost you anything else to get started other than your $5 for level 1. Person number 2 and 3, the $10 that's collected here, the contract will hold it and it will use it to upgrade you to level 2, because remember, there's 12 levels and the money is made in the upgrades. It's made in going to higher levels. So $10 is what it costs to get into level 2, and so you will automatically be upgraded to level 2. When the first cycle is complete on level 2, then the $10 from here and $10 from here are going to be used to upgrade you to level 3, and so on and so on. When you introduce, when your people follow you on to level 3, the $20 from here and $20 from here are going to be used to upgrade you to level 4. So you are auto upgrading through the levels. So even if a person says, oh, but I can't afford to activate a lot of levels at once, that's fine. Do the work. Let the auto upgrade come through you putting in the effort. But for those of us who can afford to activate more than one level, it is to your advantage to do so, because you are preparing yourself for the money that's going to be coming in. You're saying, I'm not going to wait for my team because I don't want to lose profits. Because of the momentum that will be there, you don't want to find yourself in a position where you're losing profits. When you activate, and losing profits doesn't mean you on your team. It simply means from the momentum, because when your upline is referring 20 people, S6 only takes 6 people. Imagine how many cycles that can be for you before your 5th or your second and third person have come in. So with the momentum that we are looking at, that's why we're saying, if you can, it is an advantage to open up more slots initially. And even if you just want to open up 2 slots or 3 slots, do it, because it's going to put you, it's going to give you that advantage. So there we go. We've got 12 levels on the matrix. Pre-start prices, level 1 costs $5, level 2 costs $10, level 3 $20, and so on and so on and so on. After launch, the prices are going to double. So after launch, it also means we're going to double our income. And I'm going to show you what the earnings are going to be like. Don't worry. But we need to build the foundation before we get there. So standard prices, $10, $20, $40, and so on, and until finally we reach level 12, where we're seeing incomes of $10,000, $20,000. And at times, people, when they see these types of figures, they become, it's now outside of their scope. It's outside of what they dream is possible. Now here, Force is saying anything is possible. There's no limit to what you can achieve. The only limit is what you the limits that you place on yourself. If you believe this can happen, which those of us who have got previous experience on smart contracts, we know that this is doable. And with the momentum that we have, it is gonna happen. It's not a question of if, but rather when are we going to get there. So as first members, we are at a very we're at the right place at the right time. We've got 50% discount, and the standard prices come into effect. That means our income doubles. And those who want to, they want to see it to believe it. They want to see first, are they going to launch? What's going to happen? Is the contract, are they going to be able to, are they going to start earning? We are going to do it. And by the time they wake up and they see the proof, it's going to be $10. So don't wait to see it first. Get started now, so that when the standard prices come into effect, you're already a part of the plan and you're already starting to earn that income. So here they're simply saying, if you can, a sweet spot. This is the sweet spot, folks. Sweet spot is 5 levels, activate 5 levels at $155. But like I said, even at $5, a person who starts at $5 but refers and builds a team can earn more than a person who activates more levels but does less effort. So really, you are in control. Remember, I spoke about setting your sail. Setting your sail by what you are doing in tandem with your team is what's going to get you there. Now, the net profit that you receive goes directly to your wallet. Income is earned instantly and automatically. We're not waiting for a withdrawal date. We're not waiting for an administrator to confirm our withdrawals where we've done the work, but we sit and wait, not knowing when the income is coming in. That does not apply here. Here, as we are earning in real time. So day one, folks, when the site goes live, we are going to have testimonies like of note. People are going to make their monthly salaries in one day. Some people will be, dare I say, annual salaries in one day, not because it took a day to make that money, but because we are preparing now. We are doing the work that is required that's going to get us there on that launch day. So our possibilities are not limited. And now I want to show you, what does it mean financially? Level, we see that we've got the S6, we've got this, we've got that. What is it going to mean to my pocket? What kind of income am I going to be looking at? Let's have a look at it. Level 1, it costs $5 to get started during the pre-launch. The profit per cycle, because remember those 4 positions on the lower level of the S6, for the first 3, those funds are going into your wallet immediately and instantly. This is after cycle 1. So after cycle 1 of each level, your profit per cycle on level 1 is $15. In rands, that's about $240. It cost you 80 rand to get started, but you've already tripled your starting amount. Imagine that type of reward. Then let's look at level 2. Level 2 costs you $10 to get started, about 160 rand, and your cycle profit per cycle is now $30, 480 rand. Now, not much money. That's not really, it's adding a little bit here and there, but we're going to talk about when momentum kicks in, what are the possibilities. Then level 3, it costs you $20 to get started, but the profit per cycle is $40, 640 rand. Now, if we add these 3 levels, that's what, 1,200, let's call it 1,300 rand profit just from level 1, 2, and 3 when you have cycled out of those levels. The possibility of cycling once a day are very high on this platform. And I'm not talking about on level 1, I'm talking about in the higher levels, even, the level 4s, 5s, 6s, maybe even 7s. The possibility of cycling once a day is very real. And when you are cycling on level 3, there's a concept on the previous screen that I didn't show that says, if you are cycling once on level 3, chances are the previous level you are cycling more than you cycling on that level. So if you're cycling once on level 3, chances are you're cycling at least twice on level 2. And if you're cycling twice on level 2, chances are maybe you're cycling 3, maybe even 4 times on level 1. So if we add 3 cycles from level 1, so 240 times 3, 2 cycles on level 2, that's 480 times 2, and then just 1 cycle on level 3. That gives us an income of about 2,500 Rand. And this can be in a 24-hour period, obviously based on the effort that you are putting in. Remember, we're not investing, it is effort, it is crowd economics, it's the community coming together and the momentum of your team that will be getting you there. So even if just up to level 3, we're not even talking the lower levels. If you're just cycling once, $140 for the day, two 30s and 3 15s, that's 2,500 Rand per day. In dollars, somebody can let us know in the chat how much that is per day. But imagine now over a 7-day period what that income is going to look like. 2,500 Rand times 7 to 10 days, that's what, 25,000 Rand? Just about 20,000 Rand if we're looking at 7 days. That's life-changing income in the current times that we are living in. It doesn't matter. You can have a V12 engine. You could be, at the higher end of society. 20,000 Rand a week makes a difference. Over the month, that's 80,000 Rand, much more than the average income here in South Africa. So here with Force, folks, we are saying, what are you waiting for? Get started now. R1,000,000 in the next 90 days is not a pipe dream. For those who have always dreamt of becoming millionaires, the next 6 months you can do it. You can still do it in 2022. If you wrote your goals down at the beginning of the year, now all you need to do is do the work. The answer has been given, the solution has been given. Now what you need to do is plug into the system and work it. Because imagine if you're making R1,000,000. For a family that's earning 30 to 50,000 Rand a month, which in South Africa, that's not even an average. That's almost 2 years of income that you and I are going to be able to build in the next 90 days. Even if it takes you 6 months, 2 years income for a family can be done part-time on your phone while you're Zooming. You don't even have to leave your house. You can be doing it from your phone with the people that you're dealing with every day, and it can really change your life. And Force is going to produce more millionaires than any project that has come. If you're in the network marketing space, especially for those of us in SA, I'm speaking to you now. You know the programs that have come, good programs, but over time, certain things happen. We have disappointments here and there, but let's look at programs that have really changed people's lives, companies that have come, whether it's product-based or it's a digital business that created millionaires, that changed lives. Think of them and then think of 10 times what that production was. That's what Force is going to do. And the reason I'm saying this so confidently is because I understand the plan. I understand the power of smart contract, cryptocurrency, and the work that is happening on the ground. If a project is good, but the people are not moving the project, then it means nothing. But when a project is good, when the people see it, when the people come together, nothing can stop us because we are working as a cohesive community, and this community is growing every single day. And also, don't prejudge your prospects. Don't say, "Oh, Ghana, Lebo, I had told her about this and it didn't work. And then last time we put our money where, and the system disappeared." Don't worry about that. This may be the one that not only changes your life, but that changes the lives of the people around you. So do not pre-qualify, prejudge, share it with everyone, put it in front of everyone. It's not your duty to make them say yes. It's your duty to share the information. Tonight, my duty is to share information, not convince you, not force you. With the information, you will then make an informed decision and ask yourself, can I make this work? Can I give it my all? Am I willing to be on fire? You can't be lukewarm, folks. For millionaires to be created, we have to be on fire. For you to count yourself and say, yes, I want to be one of them, you have to be on fire. You have to say, I'm all in. Not 10% in, I'm 100% in, because the 100% effort is what is going to give you that life-changing income that you are looking for. Because here we are building dynasties. We're not here to make a little extra income. We are here to build incomes that are going to set up our families for life. Those traditional businesses that you want to start that need huge amounts of capital, those debts that you want to pay off, that house that you want to buy, those investments that you want to make for your children. This is what is going to be the platform that does that for you. So don't let it pass you. Don't let it pass you by. And like one of my greatest mentors said today, what did she say? She said, don't get left behind because of what didn't work for you before. It's time to take off all of those, but we did this, we did that, and this happened. The past is gone. We cannot change what happened in the past, but tomorrow's waiting. And tomorrow, what happens is going to depend on what you decide to do today. So, folks, Force is here. It is going to change lives. It is already creating the hype that we need. All we are saying is join us. Do not get left behind. And with that, I want to leave you with this quote that says, the only way to show appreciation to opportunity is to act. What's left now is for you to act. Get back to the person who referred you to this Zoom. Ask them to make sure that they put you on their priority list for the people that are going to receive the link once they have got started. Set up your exchanger account. If you don't know how, I'm sure on the chat they've added links to YouTube where you can rewatch these calls. You can watch the tutorials on how to buy crypto, how to set up your trust wallet. All of that is there. It is there. You must start acting now. Start referring. Put together a list of people. Take it serious. Write down, who are you bringing on board? How many accounts are you taking? How many slots are you going to activate? What are your goals financially? Get that written down, write it on paper, and let's move forward, folks. I'm excited. I'm glad you joined us this evening, and I hope that you got value for what we are sharing here tonight. And if you have any questions or comments, please don't be afraid to send them to us in the chat. Don't be afraid to comment on YouTube. We are going to post this one also on YouTube. And yeah, we're excited. God bless. Good night. Have a good